Hello, it's Claire here and welcome back to my channel. Now today what I want to do is something that I have been promising you guys for so long, which is a tour of my Notion dashboard and just how I'm using Notion at the moment. I am going to jump over to my computer and I am going to show you inside my Notion dashboard how it all works, how I've been using it, and just give you the inspiration today. And then in future videos, what I'm going to do is just do a little bit of basic Notion training for you guys so that you can start to use Notion in your lives, in your businesses, and yeah, just something that's been heavily requested, especially by my coaching clients. So this is largely for them, but also for anyone who finds it helpful. So let's jump into that today. Now, if you have not been here before, or if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please do consider doing that. I am a designer and an educator, and I work with designers, interior designers, architects, and help them to build and grow their businesses. But on this channel, I share lots of stuff about productivity, about building a creative business, all sorts of things that non-designers also find really helpful. So please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Otherwise, let's turn around, let's take a look at my Notion dashboard and let me show you all about it. Okay, so I'm in a different outfit because I'm recording this on a different day than when I did the introduction, but I will just take you on a little walkthrough of how I'm using Notion. It's basically open all day, every day, and I just have different pages, as you can see down the side here, for different aspects of my life and of my business. But this central hub is the page that I basically have open all day, every day. It's how I run my days and make sure I get everything done that I need to get done. So I'll do a quick walkthrough of this and then I'll show you some of the other ways that I use it. I've got a content hub where I manage all of my content for my blog, for my YouTube channel, for my IGTV videos, all the different pieces of content that I put out. So I'll show you that. I've got a health and fitness page, which I've just started to build out recently. I'm trying to get really healthy at the moment. So I'm tracking macros and I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff and I'm managing recipes and sort of meal plans and stuff in there. So I'll show you that. I've got a couple of pages related to my business coaching program. So I probably can't show you in there because that's got a lot of sensitive information about my clients in there. But that's how I manage my, client list and, progress on that and the content I'm going to be creating for those coaching clients and things like that. Probably can't show you that. And then I've got a VA hub as well where my VA and I share that hub, and she has all her tasks that she helps me with, and I keep that updated for her with anything that I need her to do. So it's very multifaceted and lots of different ways that I use it. But let's start with this central hub. This looks very similar probably to lots of central hubs that you've seen around on YouTube. Notion's very popular on YouTube at the moment. And so you might have seen something very similar to this, but this is the one that's working for me and it changes all the time. So down the track, you might see it again and it might look differently, but I'll just give you a quick walkthrough. So first of all, I've got an instance of my master task database, which is basically my full database, which is down here, my all tasks. This is my backend database here. And so this is the full database of all the different tasks that I have, but what I have on my actual central hub is the instance of that task database filtered by the things that I have to get done today. So these are my projects, my strategic projects for today. These are not things that I have to do every day. That happens in my daily non-negotiables, which is this list here, which I'll show you in a second. This is really just my strategic projects. So, I've got a batch videos, which I'm doing at the moment. I've got to call my dad's eye doctor to change an appointment. I have a standing task in there to text my dad, who's 87 years old. I just never want to forget to text him each day. So I've got that in. I know it sounds bad that I've got to put a task in to remind myself to text my dad, but days can get busy and I just always want to check in on him each day and make sure he's okay. And then I've got another thing that I've got to do later on as well. Here is my daily core priorities. And I just like to have this as a reminder. This is basically what I like to live my life by. So the things that are the most important to me, which is helping my existing clients, making the best possible platform and programs for designers in the world. That's my aim with everything that I'm doing. Driving leads to my coaching program, driving leads to all my other courses and online products, and then getting testimonials and lovely stories from my clients and my students in my courses to share with you guys so that you can not only just believe me that my courses are really good, but also hear it from people who have been through them as well. So they're just focusing bullet points that help me to just stay on track with prioritizing the tasks that I should be doing each day. Daily non-negotiables. So each day, I'll just delete this one because this is today's one, but each day what happens is I've got a template button there, and I just click on that and it will populate a new day of daily non-negotiables. So I won't go into what that all is about. I've talked about that before in different places, and I can talk about it again down the track, but this is my sort of lead gen, making sure my clients are happy and on track, just a whole bunch of stuff to just make sure that I work through every single day. I usually do that sometime in the mid-morning or just straight after around lunchtime. So sometimes in the evening, or I'll do a just quick check-in as well. So if I do want to do that, then I've also got a template button for an afternoon check-in just to make sure I stay on top of all of the things that are important. I've also got a template button for daily habits. So same sort of thing happens. It'll populate my daily habits. So overarching thing is to try and make everything that I'm doing fun, because I think we can run the risk of making our businesses and lives a little bit not fun if we don't remind ourselves. And then I've just got a whole bunch of stuff that I like to make sure that I do every day. So you can see I've done that. So you can see that I'm sort of partway through many of those things for today. I do my Sunday planning session now inside Notion as well. I won't go into that right this second because that's probably something for another video. But if you haven't heard about my Sunday planning session, I'll link to some information about that, or you can look back on my Instagram and learn a bit more about that. So just such a powerful way to start your week and just be on top of everything for the week. And then I've got my goals for the week. So these are my 3. If nothing else gets done, these are the 3 things that I need to get done. And so all of my tasks each day are focused towards making sure that my goals each week happen. I've got a section for personal commitments, which I think I maybe saw on Ali Abdal's video, which I really liked. So I wrote out some of my own personal commitments, and I just like to have those there to sort of refer to from time to time. I don't read them very often, but they're there. Brand values for my business. And this again, I think was something I saw on Ali Abdal's videos as well, which is sort of like just branding connection points and language that I use with my community and on my social platforms. I really liked that he'd sort of spent time thinking about that. So I also spent time thinking about some of those things as well. So just connection pillars, things that I have a connection with my audience about, things I like, different things, just all captured there in these little drop downs. I can go into all of this in detail, but I'm just giving you a bit of an overview for today. I've got a quick capture section, and as you can see, this is a, what do we call this? It's sort of a new thing on Notion. I can't remember what they're called, like a synced block, I think. So basically this appears in lots of different places across my Notion area, and it then updates automatically as you change it in different places. So this is basically, instead of getting sidetracked and going down rabbit holes if you're in the middle of a strategic project or in the middle of working on something, I can just dump the idea into my quick capture section, and then I can file it into my master task database at a different time. I also have this timeline view of my full master task database with my instances of one-off projects, so not recurring projects. And this just shows me that I can manage my workload as one person and all the things that I've got coming up over the coming sort of weeks. Down here are just a whole bunch of other pages that are, just all different sorts of things. One thing that you might find interesting is my knowledge library. So this is basically all of the books that you can see. You might not be able to see all of them here, but all of the books that I have, all sort of catalogued into Notion. So I got my VA to do this for me, and the idea is that as I read them, I like to just keep a few notes on each book and some little quotes and stuff like that, because I just consume so much information. And so I like to just capture a little bit about the book once I've read it, and then if I ever want to come back and just have a bit of an overview of the book and remind myself of anything about it, then I have that sort of summary there. The other thing about it is that because I produced a lot of content, this means that I can pull stuff out and refer to it at different places as well. So I'm finding that a really good system. The pictures aren't loading for some reason, but every one of them has a picture, which looks really nice. So that is that. There's other pages here as well, down here, but probably most of them I can't show you, or yeah, they're sort of pretty obvious. So I can sort of go into those in more detail in another thing, but as I said, I'm sort of giving you the big picture today. This is the back end stuff. This is the back end database for my master task database, which is where all of these instances of different tasks are being pulled from. I've got backlinks to my different other hubs as well. So it's all just in one place together on my central hub. So that's my central hub. Let's look at the content hub. So this is where I manage all of my content. So we've got a weekly content schedule, and believe it or not, this is how much content we produce each day. So yeah, it's a lot. And then my VA helps me with this. So she has a sort of instance with it just filtered for the things that she helps to post for me and schedule for me. And then I have an instance of all the content that I'm responsible for creating each day as well. So that's a lot, but having a system helps, and it means that we can batch in advance and just make sure that we're sort of on top of everything, and things get pushed out when they are meant to. This is then the full content calendar. So this is just sort of the type of content that we want to have going out each day. So a tip post and an IGTV to one of my Instagram pages, but the actual posts and what things go out happens in this content calendar. So it's got all the things that are coming up, it's got all the things that have just been published, and that's all filtered in different ways. And then I've got a whole like ideas database as well, which just has just a brain dump of all different ideas and things as well in my content hub. So here I also just have a whole bunch of sort of little drop downs with different things in here as well. There's another instance of that quick capture that appears in all different places. So that's how I manage a lot of content as basically one person, because I do most of it myself, and then my VA helps me to publish it out to just different places. So yeah, if having a system around that is definitely what helps you to stay consistent with regular content posting. My health and fitness page is one that I'm just starting to build out, and as I said, it's to do with me just taking I'm trying to do like a body recomposition at the moment. So just taking that a lot more seriously, measuring and tracking everything, just measuring what I'm eating, tracking my macros. And then I've just got a whole bunch of recipes here that I either make regularly myself, or things that I found on the web that I then enter. And the clever thing about this is that I've linked it back to my grocery list database, which is this one. And so when I choose, so basically I'll do my meal planning, which I haven't quite done yet properly, but I'll drag on the things that I am going to have for the week. And so then, as you can see, the ingredients are then populated automatically by the recipe. And then what I can do is to use the checklist here to then check anything that I need to purchase at the shops. That's all been filtered by the type of shop that it comes from. And then when I'm at the shops, I can list it by store. So if I'm, at the supermarket, I know that I've got to get brown rice and stroganoff seasoning mix, or whatever the things are. And if I'm at Harris Farm, which is the fruit shop, I have to get these things. And if I'm at the organic store, I need to get these things. And then as I get them, I just, I won't do it, but because it'll disappear off the list, but then I just click that button and then it disappears off the list until I need it next time. So that's working pretty well for me at the moment. As I said, I've just started this system, but I'm really liking it so far. So I'll maybe go into a bit more detail about that down the track for you, and how that works, and maybe show you an in-depth of building that out and how that all works. So let me know in the comments if that's something that would be of interest to you, because I won't know if you don't let me know, or give a like to this video if you're watching on YouTube. And then I've got my VA hub briefly, which is this one. So this is basically just all the tasks that my VA helps me with, and yeah, just a bit of overview about the business and things like that. So as I need other things done, I'll pop them on here for her to do, and we just sort of have a good system going for how to do that. And then, as I said, I've got a couple of dashboards for my clients for my business coaching program, but I can't show you in there. So that's the sort of overview. So something you guys have been asking me for a long time. I hope you find it interesting to sort of see how I use it. Definitely let me know if that was helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. And yeah, Please let me know if that was helpful and what else you'd like to see about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.